Hi everyone, I'm Ken from CryptoTradingKS. If you're new, welcome, and welcome back, KS family. Let's run the numbers. Wow, Bitcoin is doing really well, up 4.82% to 47,015. Ethereum doing really well as well, 5.24% up to 33.25. On days like today, you may feel that you've missed out. Rule 727, don't care about missing out. The CTKS community has a very specific focus. We look to basically turn 10% per week, but that's not a straitjacket. Sometimes you can do more, sometimes you can do less. It really depends on the market. Now, what does it actually mean? When you put into the market $1,000 and the investment returns 100, that's a 10% return. And we're thinking about doing this across a week. One beloved community member reached out to me and said that he did it in 2 hours. Well done, my friend. That was really, really good. Now, when we're looking at a week return, the annualized return is 11,639%. A lot of people have an investment mindset, and this traps them into thinking that they can only buy the bottom and sell the top. You don't have to think like that anymore. If you could get this particular return, which means you would compound your actual 10% gains each time, that would amount to 117,390 in a year. Again, this is just like the 10-5-10 fund. It's a conceptual example to show you that investing and trading are both really, really good options. So many people invest because they simply don't know how to trade. But when you have the knowledge of how to trade, the rules of how to trade, the patience of how to trade, you know what you're focused on. You're in it for the long term, like an investor, but this goes much more deeply. Real wealth is a very, very powerful area, and you buy on red, you don't buy on green. In markets like the one that we're seeing right now, a lot of investors will get really keen on going in. To example, VET, ICP, Filecoin, Doge, EOS, Tron, XLM, EGLD, One. You can understand why they will, because they look really good. They're up. They're giving a degree of certainty. Crypto technical analysts are very, very different. They look at the market through the lens of smart money and a professional mindset. They actually approach the market through a scientific process of tracking investor attention. They set up their foundations. They look to outside trends. They look inside the crypto market, understanding that opportunities reset every day. You never miss out. Enhancing pattern recognition is also very important. Having a professional mindset, but also having a mindset where you don't make money your master, is very, very important. What actually happens is when people get into the market in zone 1 and zone 2, they just want to pull the trigger. They just want to buy and sell, and they tend to go all in or all out. They need certainty, and that's just natural. That's a very normal thing inside markets. The probability is when the market is giving you certainty, it is about to move in the other direction. There are an enormous number of rules that you need to know to be successful in your trading and also your investing. Don't forget, all investors become traders anytime they buy or sell. The key is to not do this. Many investors say, hodl, 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 hodl. They're always hodling. You're actually much better off going for 10%. And if it doesn't happen in a week, that's fine. It really depends on the market and your choice of crypto. But the key is to have the knowledge and have the rules. There's so much more to it. It's not a game of chance. It's a game of skill. A beloved community member, and I've read this out quite a few times recently because it's so incredibly important. Vicente said, money is dangerous. If money controls you, you are lost. When people look at the crypto market, they can look at it as a get-rich-quick scheme. It is not. It's a skillful game that you need to know the rules. And one of the most important rules to know is that money is simply the outcome of success, of basically successfully applying rules. These other components of real wealth and a positive excellence life trend, such as inner and outer peace, gratitude and happiness, kindness, authenticity, integrity and decency, these are far, far more important than money. Why is that? Because they make you happy. That's why it's really important to have a real wealth focus. Know why you're getting the money. And obviously you want the money for security and safety and to feel good and to live a beautiful life. You can start right now, internally. Crypto technical analysts have a very specific way of looking at charts. When we see kind of movement like this, that is unsustainable. This is the fear gauge inside the main market. That means that the market indices have been rallying and rallying really hard. You'll notice this curve off effect. As the fear has come down, we're getting a curvature in these indices because they're meeting resistance. They're overextended. They're actually due for a pullback of some sort, and that will create a borsog opportunity. What's borsog, you say, Ken? This is what all professionals do. They buy on red and they sell on green. They don't just buy on red and sell on the next green. They take a bit of time because they've actually analyzed the charts. They've understood the psychology of the crypto. Yes, cryptos have psychology. They're like people. I'll sum this up really quickly. What we're seeing is fear coming out of the main markets. And why are we looking at the main markets? Because their gravitational pull on the crypto market is really, really strong. When the fear comes out of the market, just like in crypto, we can see a rallying of prices. That's like economic confidence being restored. When economic confidence is restored, economic concern goes down, and we can see that in bond prices. We can also see that gold is actually hitting a resistance. It's weaker than the particular resistance line, and it's selling off. And we notice that gold is measured in US dollars. When US dollars go up, it's not so good for gold as well. Just keep that one in mind. We can see bond yields spiking. The price of oil, like I said perhaps a week ago, I thought it would come up to this particular level around 115 and then start to sell back. And we've got a very good upward support, so you could expect it to come back and sell up again. And when we look at the inflation rate, because this is really important to look at the present time, because economic confidence is increasing, inflation is increasing. You'll see these two move together. Crypto is a really tiny market in comparison with the stock market and the bond market. We're literally right at the dawn of crypto. Literally. You are so early. Everything is going to just go fantastically for crypto, but it's not going it's going to be a really bumpy road, as is the road for all new inventions and innovations. Crypto, $2 trillion market cap globally, comparative to the stock market around 120, and bonds just a little over 120 trillion. These are major markets. That's why you must understand their gravity on Bitcoin. And why is that? Why do we care about Bitcoin? Don't we just want to, look at our little alt, our number 10,000 alt, and just only look at that? If you want to lose money, absolutely. If you want to make money, absolutely not. Rule 45, no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. This means that Bitcoin's gravity will rule the crypto market, and I can prove it to you. You can see Bitcoin has come up, and that is driving the other alts with it. Some come up more, some do go down. You'll find inversion patterns amongst the alts. Not every single alt will come up, only about 99% of them. As professional crypto technical analysts, we make 3 in advance probabilistic choices. We always know what we're going to do if our beloved cryptos go up, down, or sideways. We're not caught off guard. We're professionals. I said before that no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. Look at how Bitcoin has been rallying up at the moment. We would expect, if this rule 45, is correct, no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. Shouldn't all the other alts be doing similar movements? And you can see they are. This is the way things actually work in the crypto market. And if you go back and dissect past price action, you can see up to this circle here, there was a big sell-off, a big spike, a sell-off, spike, sell-off, big spike here. What are we looking for next? We're looking for rule 4. Price moves in waves. It doesn't go all up and it doesn't go all down. It's always moving in a wave. The waves don't concern us. We're wave buyers. When the wave crashes, we're actually stepping into it. That's what we do. This is how you turn the percent in your favor. For example, if you bought Bitcoin up near this top, how would you make your 10%? It's really, really difficult. You want to buy it when it's lower and wait for a spike. You may not get one in 7 days. You may have to wait longer. That's okay. The market does what the market does. And if it does take longer, you can look for a better return. Our community has the smart money mindset. We buy on red and we sell on green. We understand the technical structure of all the cryptos that we analyze in minute detail. We understand their personality. We understand what they're doing. It's like we're crypto psychologists, and the alt, the beloved alt, has taken the couch. It would make Sigmund Freud very happy. When I talk about Bitcoin's gravity, you can see this blue line. That is the price action of Bitcoin overlaid against a specific alt. Notice these blue lines, how Bitcoin is actually driving crypto. I lectured first and second year statistics for many, many years, and I saw a lot of people are quite confused when it comes to correlation. Correlation just means that two variables are associated. Directional correlation means that they move in the same direction. When you see this big uptick in Bitcoin, we would expect directional correlation, not exact correlation. Not, for example, if Bitcoin goes up by 5%, all the other alts in the crypto universe have to go up 5%. That would simply be insane. We actually look at the alts because they go up more than Bitcoin. That's why we're in them. We don't want to touch something that's going up less than Bitcoin. That is a problem because that is very high risk. Relative opportunity cost is quite severe. What we see here, look at Bitcoin's price action, that blue area there. That directional correlation has played out on Binance Coin. XRP has been doing really, really well because the market believes the SEC will lose. And I certainly hope they do. It's very, very good for the crypto industry if that happens. That will create a broad-based rally because the institutions will say, okay, if XRP isn't a security and ETH isn't a security and Bitcoin isn't a security, wow, it's game on. And the institutional money flows will just be unbelievable. We can see, for example, in ADA going up with Bitcoin's gravity. Solana, we see it. We see it also with Luna, and we see it with AVAX. You're going to see it everywhere. Yesterday, I blasted through the top 57 cryptos. Let's go again and see how they've played out in relationship to this move. I'm going to go really quickly because I want to get through them. DOT doing really, really well. Doge doing well, moving in alignment. SHIB moving in alignment. Matic also. CRO moving in alignment with Bitcoin's gravity. As soon as you understand this, the crypto market gets a lot easier, but there's a lot of things that you need to do to become professional. Litecoin moving up strongly. Oh, we noticed NIA not doing so well, not really moving in much of an alignment. Because we saw, for example, Bitcoin getting above that resistance. Look at NIA. It's a bit far away, but that could be something that could turn into an advantage. Keep your eye on that. Cosmos, Atom. Cosmos is under a bit of gravitational duress, and it has passed gravitational inversion. For example, as Bitcoin was coming down, the over and under exaggerations of the positive correlation was actually pushing Cosmos's price up. Be aware of this, and we can see that it's starting to turn around. This could be a good play. Even if Bitcoin goes up, it could go up. Atom could go up. If Bitcoin goes down, Atom could go up. I love those cryptos. We can see Chainlink mirroring that directional correlation with Bitcoin. Also Uni, Bitcoin Cash, FTX, Tron really mirroring it. Look at that, if not leading it. Ethereum Classic has been on an absolute party, and we can see Algo is moving up, but not quite with the strength. Stellar really moving up strongly. Decentraland moving up. ICP moving up strongly. VET really partying, going for it. EGLD moving up. Look at this, Axie Infinity. You notice Decentraland, Axie not doing so well. Sand a little bit stronger, but these are under a bit of pressure. These metaverse plays, something to keep in mind. Look at Filecoin. Filecoin just partying. And one of the beloved community members who reached out said, wow, Ken, look what I did. I did more than 10%, but it only took 2 hours. Just fantastic. Phantom also moving up. Look at this gravitational duress. We always seek alignment sooner or later. That is what gravity is all about, like a gravitational sling that you sometimes see in sci-fi films. Rune has been doing really well. And Waves. We can see Waves is actually been going up before Bitcoin. And now what is this doing? It's actually consolidating around there. It's not spiking up. This is because a lot of investors and traders in other cryptos say, wow, Waves, you're really good, but I'm putting my money in my beloved alt now. Let's look at Theta. Theta doing well. Quite a mirroring. Look at Tezos mirroring Bitcoin. Really, really well. Clay mirroring the directional bias, but it's under a little bit of gravitational duress there. We don't see much of a push off with HNT. That could be interesting to watch. Keep your eye on that. EOS has gone parabolic, and this is exactly what cryptos do. They're not anything like the stock market. When they decide to take off, they really decide to take off. They go hard. They party hard. Flow going up as well. Looking at IOTA following Bitcoin's gravitational pull. Notice it's under duress. Here, it's being pushed down by the gravity of Bitcoin. When IOTA starts to actually make its play, it will overshoot this gravity. We see it all the time. That's why we look at so many cryptos. A lot of people just look at one crypto. They're doing you a disservice. The more cryptos you look at, the more pattern recognition you get, the more you can apply it to your beloved alt. And that's what we specialize in here. Let's have a look at Aave. Aave not really reflecting Bitcoin's movements at the moment. Cake certainly is. Maker, sort of getting there, but kind of not. The graph, looking quite interesting as well. This level of consolidation is really good. And from where it was yesterday until today, that's about a 15% gain. And well done for the people who basically figured out my hidden message when I was talking. Congratulations. Stacks looking very spiky. This is pretty thinly traded. If you're doing spike trading, this may be okay, but just be a little bit careful of this one. Harmony 1, also going with Bitcoin's gravitational pull. Gala, like Mana, Sand, Axie, is actually under pressure, but when this takes off, I believe it's going to rocket. We always want to be in before the market actually takes off, and that's what we specialize in. For example, there's not much point getting into EOS right now. it's a little bit high risk to the return that you could make. And you could say the same thing with Rune. Rune is very extended, and we're expecting a wave down at some stage. Why is that, you say? Ken, we don't want a wave down. You want a wave down because these waves down are incredible. Let's just look at theta there. I'll show you what I mean. Looking at that particular down movement, it doesn't look like much, does it? But it's over 51%. This is how cryptos move. They're incredibly volatile. So as a professional, you must make volatility your best friend. You say to your best friend, sorry best friend, volatility is now my best friend. Now, why would you do that? Not about telling your best friend, but why would you make volatility your best friend? It's all about understanding the 10-5-10 rule. When you have something up here and it actually reduces 50%, when it comes back to the level that it was at, it will increase 100%. Because this went down 51.76, it's basically increased over 108%. This is exactly what you want to make work for you. And when I say get 10% in a week, that is not a straitjacket, and that's not something that we focus on. We focus on correct technical setups and actually selecting the right cryptos at the right times. But you can see here, if you were buying all the way down here, many people would say, you're insane. What are you doing that? You should be selling. I'm selling. All the retail would be selling on this red spike. Professionals buy on these red spikes, and the redder, the better. That is literally a rule, 622. The redder, the better. And it's absolutely correct. When you have red, blood red action in the market, you are turning the percentages in your favor. And when you buy, when it's going up, you could expect something like this to occur. And as, for example, if people are retail in their thinking, and it's always the thinking, there is no retail investor or trader or professional investor or trader. There are retail rules and professional rules. And if you follow the rules, you're going to get the results. So if somebody said to me, hey Ken, I'm interested to go into EOS, I'd say, great, what support level are you buying? A lot of people picked out the Graph and Gala. Congratulations. These are the ones that I had my eye on too. What we see with, for example, Gala, but we're also seeing it with Mana, Sand, Axie as well. They are a group and they will move together as well. This kind of action is pre-takeoff action. If we get a pullback in Bitcoin, we can buy at levels of support below, and that pushes the percentage in our favor. A lot of retail investors and traders say, for example, when they get a negative price action or a negative price movement, they say, oh, that didn't work, I need to sell. One of the things that you will find, if you sell on the red, you're actually doing the opposite of what you need to do. But it's not your fault because nobody tells you. I've been in the markets for more than 30 years and I'm sharing my rules inside the masterclass. Those rules will give you the game book of how to play inside the crypto market and of course other markets as well. When we look at NEO, look at that pinging. You're absolutely seeing it's like an ECG, two ECGs overlaid. Well, if they were crypto ECGs, we can see Quant. Quant is a little bit suppressed in terms of Bitcoin's uptick here because we know no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. Absolutely, spot on. And look at Engine. Its engine is starting to rock. Engine is stronger than Gala, Mana, Sand, Axie. Keep that in mind. That's a bit of a forward thing. And Chili's also doing the same. You can see it's crossed above multiple resistance levels. But does that mean that we go in and buy at market? You know the answer to that. Please let me know in the comments, is buying at market a good idea? And maybe the ambassadors might like to talk to the people on YouTube, our beloved community members, about what buying at market actually means and why you should never do it. We can see Loop Ring consolidating here at the moment. And we can see KSM just doing a minor uptick. We've got a minor uptick in Cello, minor uptick in BAT, basic attention token. What you'll find in life is rule 570. Psychology sets profitability. It sets success, actually, but profitability inside markets. One really important thing that you'll learn as a crypto technical analyst is the difference between scarcity thinking and abundance thinking. And this is about thinking. It is not about money. Poor thinking is all about scarcity and survival. And it's about thinking. It's not about money. Rich thinking is about scarcity and it's about show. Wealthy thinking is about abundance and contribution. A positive excellence life trend and real wealth is this 1%. That is where we focus. I hope you found the content useful. Please consider sharing and liking this video and also subscribing to the channel. I'll just quickly go through these different sectors for you so that you can get a bit of an understanding as to how different things are actually functioning. VET and EOS are standouts, ZIL, but these smaller projects are small by nature. And of course, that means that you can get good percentage returns, but it can also go the other way. So just be aware of that. When we look at exchange tokens, we can see BNB. They're doing quite well. Sushi and cake are the standouts. Oh, I'm definitely getting hungry. If we look at cloud storage, it's done really, really well today. Data service has also done very well. Blockchain services are getting there. A couple of standouts, CHR up 10.86%. Gaming is also getting there. Entertainment looking good. We're seeing gains across the board. DeFi is also looking quite good. And it's really interesting. Yearn Finance up 11.17%. And having a look at the memes, they're starting to rock. And look at Elon. Elon's a coin. IoT is also green. And you can see the stable coins going red. That's basically because money is coming out of them and going into the cryptos. That's why the stable coins are red and the cryptos are green. And you can see some cryptos have attracted more money. And it's a really good idea to actually pair to USDT or to USDC when you're buying something. Don't forget, for example, if you bought $1,000 of ETH with USDC, you actually swap your USDC for somebody else's ETH. Now you have ETH. You could get BUSD. You could sell it into BUSD or USDT or even Bitcoin. There's a lot of ways that you can pair cryptos. That important thing is that what you buy it with, you don't have to put it back into. You can buy it with USDC and you can actually sell it into USDT if you wished. We do deeper dives on these kind of things in the masterclass. Just an interesting thing, the NASDAQ 100 futures are actually indicating a little bit of negative price momentum at the moment. It's not so much highly negative, but it's just a little bit negative coming out of the weekend. And we can see that the shorts have been quite suppressed. They're kind of flatlining at the moment. Please let me know in the comments what of the particular cryptos you like the look of and why you like the look of them as well. That's really, really helpful to your thinking. There is no right or wrong answer. Don't worry about those things. You're in a community of friends and everybody helps everybody else out. That's what we stand for as a community. And the other thing, which way do you think Bitcoin, or how do you feel about Bitcoin? Do you feel bullish or bearish in the next 24 hours? Do you think it will go up or it will come down? I've left information in the description of this video, such as where you can contact me and a variety of other things. Very useful things. A community member asked, where do I find more about the 10-5-10 fund, like a deeper look at it? If you go across to buymeacoffee.com/CryptoTradingKS, you'll see the particular rule, Rule 18. Patiently apply the 10-5-10 rule. And on that note, I'd just like to thank the very kind and generous community members who've reached out and bought me a coffee. Vicente, thank you so much. Amir, Kathleen, thank you, Kathleen. Jay, and Rob, thanks so much, everyone. Very nice of you. And if you just scroll up to the top, and this is at buymeacoffee.com/CryptoTradingKS, you just go into the post section, you'll see those videos. And the link is in the description of this video to that site. Please remember, crypto is volatile. Always prepare yourself for the best and worst case scenarios. Reality will likely be between them. Stay safe out there, my friends. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.